So hello everybody, my name is Chris and I'm with Microboard. We're at the Association of Old Crows, their International Symposium Convention here in Washington, D.C. And I'm here with John Jaycox, right, the President and CEO of Empower RF. Thank you for having this interview with me today, John.
Chris, thank you. Thank you for the invitation.
Excellent. So today we want to be able to advocate, right, the EMS industry to that next generation of employees. So my first question is, why is this industry important?
It's a great question, and I think I would just everybody back up for just a second and think about the world of wireless communication, and then think about the enabling or disrupting wireless communications. You start to get a feel for the things that are required to operate. Okay, so the electromagnetic spectrum, it's been with us forever.
Yes,
Yes, it'll be with us forever. That's our canvas.
Okay.
That's where we work. And so within this association, it's primarily got a mission critical, direction to it.
Okay.
Mission critical could mean the safety of satellites. It could mean safety of flight, safety of communications, safety of the warfighter. All of that is wrapped in the comfort zone of the electromagnetic spectrum.
What are some of the most exciting developments that you've seen recently, John, that the next generation of professionals should know about?
Every system that's out there wants to be a smart system. Okay, so introducing AI, introducing machine learning, really sensing and understanding the electromagnetic spectrum.
Yep.
And what your equipment is doing and how it's interacting. Those are some very important and big developments that are underway. There's a lot of time and attention, brain power that's being devoted to really understanding that, to peel that back in a lot more detail than it has been in the past.
Wow, that's really good. And one thing, right, this industry is massive, a lot of players in this space. But again, what role does Empower RF play? What do you guys produce and what are you going for? So what role do you guys play in this industry?
Yeah, and I think it's an important message for those in the audience. This is not just about ginormous OEMs. This is just not about huge corporations. There is a lot of science. There's a lot of very important work that's going on from very small companies all the way up to the very largest ones. So in Power RF Systems, we make solid-state power amplifiers. We're literally the turn up the volume side of an equation. And that's what we do. We do it in a certain way with solid state. We don't use traveling wave tubes. But without getting into a lot of gory details on that, I tell people around here, Chris, we build the engine. We don't build the car.
That's great.
Okay, so we build a very important part, an assembly that goes into much larger systems.
Excellent.
So it goes into radar systems, it's going into communication systems, it's going into satellite systems. We build the engine, other people figure out how they want to use it.
Now, let's talk to that engineering student, right? They're exploring all of the different options, the disciplines. They're looking at companies, and they come across this space here. What are some of the skills or qualities do you think is valuable for someone that would like to enter into this field?
Yeah, it's interesting. We talked to our CTO about this last night, and intellectual curiosity is a very, very important element to really the mindset for people that want to solve problems. And in terms of technical problems or business problems or marketing problems, the industry opportunities that we have that are here cut across thermal, mechanical, software, firmware. It's not just about RF. So, in terms of that technical background, an appreciation for the technology,
Yes.
an understanding of the technology, but not everybody in this industry wants to be or should be a design engineer.
Yeah.
We have all kinds of engineers, including field sales engineers, business development engineers. There's a place out here for people with technical aptitude and critical thinking skills to go along with some personal motivation.
That's awesome. It really just opens the door that there's a place for everyone. And to that point, Ray, we come across a lot of individuals that are in high school. They have the aptitude. They've messed with a lot of different applications, but they really don't want to go to that college or university level. Is there opportunity for them within the space to get training or certifications so that they can come into the EMS space?
I mean, there is, and obviously the military does provide some significant on-route opportunities.
Great.
Now, that's not for everybody.
Yep.
And it's not an essential ingredient to this industry, but you can certainly find your way into some technical positions, support positions that are directly related to EMS.
Good.
With the military on-ramp. Myself, I'm a former military officer.
Excellent. Thank you for your service.
Thank you. But it's not, it's not essential.
Yeah.
It's just back to me, it's the intellectual curiosity, the motivation, the problem-solving mindset that will serve you well.
Excellent. And just to finish off here, John, I was at a high school that's local there in Connecticut. I met a student, right? And he came up to me and he said, hey, let me show you some designs that I had with CAD drawings that he was doing for his pedal board. He created a circuit card and a board and everything. And I was blown away. And I said, hey, you want to come work for us, right? Because that's exactly the type of people that we need. Just one last thing, what piece of advice would you just give someone that's starting out, whether they're in high school, they're in college? What is that one piece of advice if you can go back to your 20s, right? Early 20s. What would that one piece of advice be to them?
I mean, look, good people should be working with other good people.
Excellent.
Find yourself a coach, a mentor, but again, just people you get on with.
Yeah.
It just increases the brain power, the ability to have a very candid conversation, hopefully with somebody who's bringing a little bit of a different thought process, but with that technical overlay.
Yeah.
And, back to intellectual curiosity, find other people with intellectual curiosity that become part of your network. It'll serve you well.
Excellent. Well, John, thank you for your time. And everyone, thank you again for tuning in here. Again, my name is Chris with Microboard, and we're coming to you live from the Association of Old Crows International Symposium 2024. Thank you.